she's hit fast, Reactive acts fast.
And I had a dream that someday I would just fly away.
Yeah, it's gorgeous outside, and just getting better and better through the day. 7:22, you're watching Breakfast Television. Good morning, the whole gang's here.
Yeah.
Blazer bunch.
Good morning.
So, first of all, I don't know if, I haven't traveled by air in quite a while, but I know people who do. I'm reading, and people just seem to have nightmare situations more than usual. Are you finding, like, are you hearing nothing that late, whatever, delayed? So now, this one, however, was a little different. This is Air Canada. They got delayed.
Always the start of a good story.
Yeah, it starts with Air Canada. They were coming in on approach for a landing. All of a sudden, had to start circling because someone had their own little emergency that required them to head to the bathroom.
Sorry, guys, I got it.
I know, yeah, exactly.
Right.
I think we have a little audio from the pilot.
Oh, we have audio of what?
Okay, good question.
1199, sir. Turn left, heading 180.
Left 180, Canada 1199.
Okay, do you require any assistance?
No, we have the passengers that run into the toilets. I'm fine also. Can't land with that.
It happens once in a while. Okay, 1199, contact departure on 128 and they'll bring you back around. Best of luck the second time.
Oh,
so
no,
polite, though.
to be the
Like the
guy
tower,
or
the
woman
tower.
with the
Very
house.
chill.
Yeah, so chill, totally getting it. I, for one, do not judge that passenger. Sometimes, you know, you
Memories
just...
of Mexico.
just if nature calls. But then you gotta be the guy coming out like, hey, everybody.
I
Sorry
know,
about
coming
that.
out is bad. You might as well just, I don't even know what you do. You can't. You
Until
gotta
everybody
get out.
leaves.
Yeah, you gotta go
Yeah.
get seated.
It was the pilot's sigh when he's like, what happened? And he's like, well, yeah, you know, so I do feel bad for the guy, but if you're an adult, you can't just try your best.
And there are
Try your
times,
best.
if you do, let's say that
Yeah.
there is a stomach sickness or something
Yeah.
that's going on.
Yeah.
And there's part where you don't have control. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, you're kind of
Yeah.
the catch-22 in many different ways,
Or
right?
a symptom, like maybe they have IBS or Crohn's or something like that,
Right.
right? Which oftentimes, you know, you truly can't stop yourself. So
Right.
it could have been something like that. I don't know the age of the
Yeah.
person, but I mean, if it were my grandfather at the time, like, you know, I don't know the age, but my grandpa would have been,
And that's
I'm
what
going to
you-
hold up this plane.
And you hope it's somebody
That's
like
happening.
that. You hope it's not somebody that's just ignorant, where
Yeah.
they just get up and go to the bathroom and they're ignoring everything.
Well, like
You
all
hope
the,
it's not that
all the
person.
viral videos we're seeing on different flights of people that are just complete jerks,
Right.
that don't care or have any regard for anybody else. Yeah, I think if somebody went at that point, they had
There
to-
was a
whatever it was
situation.
an emergency that was like, I can't do this anymore. Either I do it in there or I'm doing it right,
Right, or
here.
we're
Whether
hauling it
it's the
together.
front or the back, whatever it is, we're doing it in the middle of the plane or in the bathroom. So I'd rather you go to the bathroom and we do a little loop-de-loop, get down there
And we're
without
back
any
on.
sticky
Yeah.
sticks.
True.
And poopity-poop.
Yeah. Last thing you need is a footsie in aisle 26, right?
Yeah, I think passengers would have been more upset with that, right? If you had just stayed
personally.
in the seat.
You're not happy about this.
I'll make this quick. If it's someone of a senior age, I have sympathy. If it's a child, and I don't have kids, I have sympathy. I don't know if they have an actual condition. You would never know that.
No, you don't.
And I think most people 85% of other people on planes are jerks. And they need to figure it out. I think odds are high this was not a sympathetic story. I think this was a clown who couldn't figure it out and downed 4 beers before they had to run to the
You
washroom.
think they were doing the pee-pee dance in their chair because they drank so much on the plane?
All I'm saying is I rarely give the benefit of the doubt to passengers based on what you just said a couple seconds ago, which I completely agree with. There's a lot of inconsiderate folks up in the skies, and quite frankly, if you want to push it on descent, you figure it out in the room. You figure it out in the room. It's going to be a bumpy ride down. Figure it out in the room. Do what you got to do.
just want to lock them in there.
Do a lot hard. Strap, belt. I'll take my own belt. That door's not open. But I give very few people the benefit of the doubt in the skies because all decorum is left and most people are jerk faces.
I was on a flight with a friend years and years and years ago. She's a bad flyer. I went to the bathroom and we hit like some kind of crazy air pocket and went, and when I came back to the seat, she said, I don't know what I would have done. I would have been absolutely terrified if I hadn't pictured you trying to balance with your pants, with just all heck breaking loose. And I thought, oh, I'm glad I could do that for you. That
is a level of athletic ability that none of us have. In fact, I think you need to be in Cirque du Soleil to pull that off. Speaking of coming up, Cirque du Soleil returns this April 7th to June 18th. We've got your sneak peek of their incredible new show, Kuza, that you don't want to miss. Tammy's got a news update. Good morning. You're watching BT. More after this.
It's nice. So smooth.
All right, pretty good. Great.
That is a tough assignment to one to send.